Subway, eat fresh.
Ryan, remember the time? Actually, Ryan, it was the day that we met. I was flying into the airport, and you were picking someone up from the airport.
Yeah, my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, she was on the same flight as me, coincidentally. But,
Did you see her on the flight?
No, I didn't see her on the flight. I saw her at the airport. But the thing is...
It's a damn shame.
Ryan didn't pick me up from the airport. He just picked up his girlfriend, so I got an Uber. And,
Which, in retrospect, I should have picked you up.
Well,
because
yeah,
this was the relationship that would last.
Here, give me a kiss.
You and me.
Give me a kiss.
Okay.
See, what happened was Ryan didn't really know me. He didn't know if there was going to be room because he has a tiny car. So
I drive a Fiat.
So I had never used Uber before. So I get an Uber, the only Uber available, which I didn't know how to work the app. And I get out of the car after the guy drives me from LAX to wherever I was going.
Yeah.
And guess how much it was, Ryan?
I don't know, $90?
Yeah, $90. All right, let's play as Gus.
Well, I think I paid you back in time spent with you. Like,
Oh, absolutely.
You know, like a father. It's almost like, you know, when a father doesn't raise their kid, they don't have to pay child support. They just need to spend time with the kid.
Oh,
that's
all they should. Absolutely.
But what ended up happening was the first day we were there, a line was created that lasted about an hour of people wanting us to sign stuff and take pictures with them.
This happened like twice the first day.
Yeah, it was very overwhelming. I wasn't expecting it. I didn't know really quite how to handle it, honestly.
No,
but,
seriously. Like, we were both expecting probably no more than 20 people at this whole convention to recognize us.
Mm-hmm.
And even saying like 20 people was kind of like a stretch. We're like, maybe, I don't know, like 15, 20 people
because
recognize
we're not
us.
the reason people, like, we're not the reason people are there.
Yeah, people go to see, like, you know, the much bigger YouTubers. But, like, the second we would hit the convention floor, we would just get swamped by people just forming, like, a line to take a picture with us. And there were people giving us gifts and shit that they made for us.
Which we got one of the gifts, the first gift we got, sorry.
Like, right before we even walked into the convention hall, someone stopped us and gave us a gift.
They gave us 3, like, clay-made figures.
Yeah, it was Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, and Dat Boy.
Ooh, I love Dat Boy.
Oh, such a good
Oh,
meme.
shit.
What up?
Yep.
Is it dead yet?
Yes.
Okay. Well, if there's anything you and I do best, Ryan, it's taking memes and trendy things like
running them to the ground,
like D's nuts, and then keeping them alive years after they're dead.
We still do.
We still say D's nuts.
No. Oh, we've been.
What was
you and
that?
I have known each other for so long, and since the day I met you, we've been making that fucking.
I know.
joke.
No, before I even knew you, I got a Snapchat of you. Before I'd ever met you, like 2 months before I even met you, I got a Snapchat of you saying D's nuts, and I was like, aha, he's funny. But
that's
yeah.
when you knew.
That's when I knew we were destined to be buds.
Buds for life.
Oh.
Not really though. I don't know.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
What do you mean not buds for life? That makes it sound like you, like, in your mind you're like, I'm friends with them now, but
you might decide to, like, kill my wife, and then we won't be friends anymore.
Ryan, if there's anyone I'm gonna kill.
Yeah, go on.
Never mind.
Do I give off like a scary vibe? Do I scare anyone? Thank you. Wow.
You scared the shit out of me the first time we met.
Okay, let's talk about how we met. I don't know if we've ever actually talked about how we actually met.
No.
So,
it was a normal day for me.
Yeah.
I was enjoying myself.
Because he's just sitting there.
Yeah.
And I get off the plane, I Uber to his apartment, and I was waiting for our friend Daniel to come, like, let me in, but someone else let me in while I was waiting, so I just found my way up to their apartment. And I was like, guess I'll just go in.
So instead of doing the courteous thing and waiting for Daniel down in the lobby, he just went up himself and left Daniel probably waiting in the lobby.
Daniel was like, where is he? Yeah, that's what I did. So I get up there and I get in the apartment. I'm like, nice. And I'm like, I'll just go in Daniel's room and wait for Daniel, because I didn't know you at all.
No.
So I go in and I'm like, I sit down at Daniel's desk. And I was like, oh, it's a computer. I'll just pull up some porn.
Well, let me preface this. You were that person. We didn't talk much, but you were trying to constantly break. He was always trying to break the ice with me.
I was trying to be his friend, because I had never met either one of them before I came out to visit them in LA.
You were just trying to break the ice by sending me snaps of your shit in a toilet bowl.
I did send some of those, and
I never responded. He kept sending them.
Did that happen? Because
Yes.
I sent those to a lot of people, but I don't remember sending them to you, because I was scared that you would be, like, turned off by those.
I was turned off by them. That's why I didn't respond.
But look at where we are now. See? We're best friends.
Everything
And it all
works
started,
out.
if you want to break the ice, take a Snapchat of yourself taking a shit and send it to someone that you want to break the ice with. Especially if it's a girl you want to date, if you're a guy or something. Or even
Yes.
better, if you're a girl and you want to date a guy, do that. They'll really like it. But anyway, it's like the best advice I had to offer.
Make sure you use like some of the filters too. Pretties it up. Makes it look more entertaining, spectacular.
Yeah.
That's what we do. Ah, man.
Yep. Have we lost anyone yet? If you really hate it, it was like $10. That's like the equivalent of like buying 2 drinks at Starbucks and dropping them. So it's like...
Well, put it into like...
Yeah, not a major loss.
A movie, at least where I am, it costs like $16.25 for a movie ticket. So...
Can you guys rate us on Yelp? I never finished the story about how we met, though.
Keep going. Sorry,
we got sidetracked because
of me. I'm sorry. Yes,
talking about
me
Snapchatting my shit. Anyway, I was also trying to break the ice by taking advertisements off porn websites and putting your picture on them.
You put my grandmother in one of them. They're funny, but I don't know this guy, and he's putting my grandmother, who I love very much, in porn ads.
I forgot about that.
Gaping grandmas.
I just remember one where it was like a picture of you with like your dad or something. You were like smiling for a picture, and it was just like an ad from like a gay porn site that was like, he was seeking fatherly guidance and found the best sex of his life. And then I just put you with your dad.
Yeah.
And so that's essentially how I broke the ice with Ryan. He never responded though, and I can still find those messages right now.
Yeah.
But so I never met either one of them, and I'm in their apartment now, and I'm like, oh, how am I gonna do this? So I go into Daniel's room, I get on the computer, I'm like, I guess I'll just I'll do a bit. I'll do something funny and awkward where they walk in and I'm just like jerking off to porn. So that's what I was doing. And then I turn around expecting Daniel, and it's just Ryan. He's just...
Why am I always like a fucking, like, we got the opening where I'm just this slobbish gay man. Here I'm just like this big cylindrical fucking heap. Is that what I come across as? Like when you guys walk in the office, there's like, oh, there's that pillar. There he is. There's that faceless pillar.
You're like one of those Russian dolls that opens up, and I'm one of the tinier ones inside.
Yeah. You just have to get through the layers and layers of fat.
I mean, I'm from Charleston, which is obviously a big city, but it's not like a huge metropolis. And I feel the same way going back just to South Carolina, and even going back to like where Ryan's from, Columbia, which is a much smaller place. Like I love
capital of South Carolina, where
good
all
old capital.
Where all the good racist shit happens.
They
have
some good racists there.
They have like Confederate flag protests probably every month there.
Good fun stuff.
Just good people.
Classy.
But the thing is, they're all nice.
They're super
all the
nice.
people are nice.
Yeah, right?
They're nice to me, at least.
Well, I really like small towns. I feel like people are a lot more real, especially because I had never been to somewhere like LA my whole life until I think like 2 years ago to the day is when I first came to LA.
Whoa.
And I met you
Whoa.
2 years ago today, Ryan.
Was that yesterday or today?
That's today.
That's today?
Oh,
Wow,
look at
that.
us.
I just,
Look how-
just stumbled upon that little fact.
Time has fucking
How
flown
did you remember
by.
the very specific day?
Because I have an app called Time Hop, which lets me look at old Facebook posts from 2 years ago. And 2 years ago, I posted, just landed in Los Angeles.
Oh.
And then I met Ryan,
So, exactly a year ago, I walked into a room
where I was pretending to masturbate to old lady
to
porn.
old lady porn.
And that's how...
He thought my friend at the time. At the time, I lived with Daniel Kyer. It's really cool.
And I was expecting Daniel to walk in, and I was going to introduce myself in a funny goof.
Because he's the one that was talking to Daniel.
Oh my gosh.
So I was like sitting at Daniel's computer, like I was like,
So I go into my friend's room to like find Daniel to be like, hey Daniel.
and
But
then,
no, it's
nope,
just.
this guy he's never met sitting there with elderly porn on the screen, and I'm
How
pretending
did you time that? How did you like? Okay, he'll come in right now.
I sat there for a good 3 minutes, just like pretending to. I was just like, all right.
I like how you're doing the motion too.
Well, I have to show
That's
what I'm
me.
doing.
That's not actually. That's not. Actually.
That's Pam making that. But then Ryan walked in. I turned around thinking it was Daniel, and I saw Ryan, and I was just like, oh, hey, dude. Hey, nice to meet you. And then I closed the browser, and then that's how I met Ryan.
Oh.
It was definitely a slow
God.
burn, you and I getting along at first. It was definitely a...
Yeah, that would be jarring. If I saw that, that would probably. Yeah, I would immediately not be cool with that
Just
person.
someone in your apartment doing that, and that's
Because
when
you didn't
meet
live
them.
there, right?
No. This was my first time meeting the two of them.
Oh.
I talked to them over Facebook, and then they were like, yeah, come hang out. So then I flew out to Los Angeles, and that's how I met them. And that's how I got my start out here.
Oh man.
So thanks, Ryan. On the topic of scares and horror, you gave me a really big adrenaline rush that scared the ever-living shit out of me, Ryan.
But it's not like I just jump out and I'm like, boo!
No. You did something that left an impact on me.
I whenever I scare someone, I try to make an impact. And explain what happened from your perspective, from Matt's point of view. This is what happened.
Okay, it's probably like 11:30 at night, midnight. I'm sitting in my room and I'm on my computer, just listening to some music, enjoying myself. I'm by myself, got my door shut, or it was cracked at least, and my computer is on the same wall as my door, so out of my peripheral vision, I can see the door.
Like on a line segment, the two dots, one's the door, one's you.
Yeah.
On the end of the line.
So out of the very corner of my eye, I can see the door. So I'm sitting there doing my thing, and all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I see a big burst of movement, and I look, and the first thing I see is just dead on, directly facing me, Ryan, completely naked, charging at me as fast as he can. Not saying a word, not yelling or anything, just doom, 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 doom. It's fully naked. And it made me, a legitimate scream. I was like, ah!
Yeah, you're like, ah!
Scared the shit out of me because it's just unexpected.
The reason, okay, let me explain why I did it in that way. It's because I'm not going to just go, boo! It's not fun. I want to surprise you. But a way to also get that fight or flight sense out of you is to scramble your brain, make you confused. So
Yeah.
It's like, how do I react to this specific situation?
If it's you jumping out and going boo, my brain instantly just puts it all together, and I'll have a millisecond of fear, but then my brain's it's Ryan just saying boo. If it's something like this, my brain can't put it together.
You got a loud noise of the door that goes boom, so it startles you a little bit. You look over, then you just see this mass running at you at full speed. But not only that, this mass is naked.
I register the nudity, and it's just it's just a huge. My brain can't piece it together as fast as a regular jump scare. So it's unexpected, it's scary, it's abnormal, and it's running right at me.
I'll do that thing like where I think I did this one time where you were at your computer, you were like over at your bed or something, and like I went in your door frame, and I just kind of laid down or like I kneeled down, and I put my head like parallel like this, like look, I like just was doing that
just
and,
peeking your head
just
in the
staring at you. And there's something about when you're looking around a room at still objects, and then you make eye contact with something that you didn't expect. Like it sends a jolt through your system. Like
yeah, because your brain is flatlined. Everything is normal, and then you see something, and it's another thing. It's not like a jump scare where you're jumping out and scaring me. It's just it plays on the fear of something's not right.
Yeah.
That's essentially what it is. Your brain just sees something and instantly goes, "That's not right.
Something's off. How the fuck do I react? This might be a life or death situation."
Yeah, because like that part of your brain,
if you saw any other person but me in your room like that, it would be a fight or flight instance. Like
yeah.
it would be okay for you to feel that way.
And when I see you, like my brain doesn't instantly recognize it's you. I think my brain just instantly goes, "There's someone that's not right."
Yep.
And it's creepy because it was dark outside my door, and you were just standing in the doorway. You weren't saying anything. You weren't going like, "Hey Matt, blah blah blah." It was just your face staring at me, and you've done that so many times. You'll come in my room, and I won't notice you come in, and
I'll
you'll just
hide somewhere
You'll
too.
stand there, like it won't be at the door. You'll walk deeper into my room and stand, and then 30 seconds go by, and I look around my room, and I see you, and you're just there, and I'm not expecting it. And it's the same reason. You remember those videos? It was a trend where people would put cucumbers behind cats, and they would like freak out. And it's like, cats are scared of cucumbers. They're not scared of cucumbers. It's because they're not. Their sense of like personal, safety was broken because all of a sudden this thing is there. It's the same thing, which apparently that's really bad for cats. It like really stresses them out. The cucumber thing.
Of course.
So don't do that to your cat, unless you're an asshole. You've done that so many times. Another time you did it, I went to go take the trash out, and I'm by myself, throw the trash down the trash chute, walking back to the apartment, and I'm singing out loud to myself because there's no one else around. So I'm just kind of like,
I hear you singing, and I'm like, okay.
And so Ryan goes and he hides behind a post, and I'm just walking, and right as I walk up, he just steps out from behind the post. Doesn't say anything, doesn't
quiet,
jump out,
just
silently steps out while looking at me.
But I step out like rapidly.
And you're looking
like,
right
quickly,
at me.
yeah.
And I just I screamed and I almost fell down. I kind of like dropped down a little bit.
It's like all of these moments are missing that horror sting.
Like a strings like
yeah.
Yeah. Really scared the shit out of me. I wonder if that's the exact same feeling deep down that like an animal will get, like a zebra out in the Serengeti will get when he sees a tiger charging at him or something.
Yeah, it was the same feeling a while ago. When I was in my room, doing nothing, bothering no one. My door was maybe, I think it was closed, and I was masturbating,
All right.
and I think you like knocked or something. I was like, I'm busy. Then you were living with Daniel and I at the time, and then you told Daniel, hey, go run into Ryan's room.
I said go run into Ryan's room and scare him.
Yeah, and so
Because he didn't know you were jerking off.
So he bursts into the room. I'm masturbating, and all of a sudden he didn't expect it. So this was a prank on like the two of us. And so he runs and goes ah, and then as he's screaming, he realizes what I'm doing, and I'm looking at him, and he goes ah, and then he continues to just run back out of the room, and I'm like, what the fuck? I was mad, and like you were like, he knew you were doing that.
I got you both, dude. I was like, Daniel, go just run in.
That was a good one.
No, I filmed it.
That was
Because I
good.
was like, here, I'm gonna film it. Just go run in and scare Ryan. He's like, okay, this will be funny. I'm the only one that knows you're masturbating. He doesn't know. You don't know that that's just about to happen.
Nope.
He runs. Oh!
Yeah.
I don't have that video anymore. I wiped my phone ages ago. It was on there, but in the video.
You got me in the video.
I did. It's a quick motion blur, and I remember I froze the frame. It's you laying in bed, fully naked, and it's a blur of sheets being thrown over yourself. And you got your hands like down around that area, and you got your hands quickly pull the sheets up, and it's just your face. And you look like a deer in headlights, and it's the most motion blurred, shaky picture.
Because it's not only like that not only scared me because someone burst into my room when I'm like, when you're masturbating, you're at probably like the most vulnerable you'll be. Like you're more vulnerable than when you're taking a shit.
I'm always scared you're gonna walk in. Like even if no one's home, I'm like, fuck.
Because there's that point during when your brain is like, it blocks out everything else.
Oh man.
I scare Matt on
We talked about it 2 podcasts ago. How you like to run into my room,
but I have
fully
to
naked
space
to
it
scare
out.
Me.
I did that.
He does that. He runs into my room.
I would
completely
do
naked.
jump scares with Amelia all the time. I actually have a compilation of all the jump scares that I did because she's so like she loves to play scary games, but she just can't. She's she's so jumpy.
Yeah.
And so we had this basically any time where she was focused on something else was perfect opportunity for jump scares in the car, working out, in her bed, especially in her bedroom. Because she would.
That's like your zen zone. That's like you're comfortable there.
But she leaves the door open, so it's like an open invitation for a jump scare.
That's true.
I mean, you're just
if you leave the door
asking for
open,
it.
you're just asking for.
Like closed door means go away, asshole. Or
some
whatever.
people would recognize that fact, Matt.
That the closed door means go
Oh,
away.
Yeah.
I sense
No, there's a story we
a
told
lover's
last
quarrel.
podcast. There's a story
2
we told
podcasts
last
ago. I
podcast.
told a little story where I pulled a little prank on Ryan when his door was shut. And it was...
And he knew why the door was shut, but he told someone to rush into the room anyways with a camera because
Just to
they
try to scare him.
They're like, "Hey, go scare Ryan." So that was fun.
Yeah, go listen to episode 41.
Yeah, it's exactly what you're thinking. It's 100% exactly what you're thinking.
Oh,
It was really funny. It was funny though. It was funny.
And this is like my first first week with Matt.
that was not the first week.
That was
I
the
knew you.
first fucking
No,
time
it
you
wasn't.
visited.
That
Yes,
was
it
like-
was.
that was like-
That's the first time you visited.
Now I understand why you guys had a hard time at the beginning of your relationship, but I'm glad that you guys made it through those hurdles.
It's like friendly bullying, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like friendly joshing.
I feel
Just
like
joshing.
that's
But you
the-
didn't know me at all, so I'm just like, what is this guy doing? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
is Ben Shapiro
A soy boy.
up?
We should do what the Try Guys did and get our sperm counts tested. I guarantee you have a higher sperm count than me. I feel like I have a very low sperm
I
count.
think mine's low for another reason.
Always draining the tub.
I'm spoofing 24/7, 7 days a
Spoofing?
week.
How often when I call you are you jerking off?
Never,
Really?
actually. Well,
Do you ever have to like? Do I ever interrupt like the porn on your screen and it says Matt Watson calling? You have to like answer.
If I am masturbating and I see that you or anyone is calling me, I do not pick up. I complete the task.
that
and
would
then I call you
explain
back.
several times I can think of right now where I called you and it just hung up. And I was
Oh
like,
well, I'm just bad at answering my phone too. But also,
But now from now on, every time you don't answer, I'm gonna be like, he's masturbating.
well, I mean, okay. Here's the
but
good,
the odds of you masturbating are probably pretty high.
here's a good test for you. If you're calling me and all of a sudden it goes click after like 3 rings, that's like me going, I gotta watch it.
But now you're gonna be like, I don't want to think I'm masturbating, so you're gonna have to sit there and wait for the entire phone call to go through.
I don't care. I don't care if you know I'm masturbating.
That's one thing about living with you. I never heard you masturbate once.
Yeah, you just bursted in one time on purpose
I do remember that.
because Daniel told you to.
You looked very shocked.
Yeah, I was very shocked because I was masturbating.
I don't think there's like any other reaction to that.
I know, I'm in the most vulnerable position I
You're
can be
naked.
in.
You're like, you're stroking. You're slapping your shaft around.
I am, and you just bursted in the room.
Did your parents ever catch you jerking off?
Yeah, probably.
I think my mom knew about it once because she brought it up at the dinner table or some shit. She was like, "Well, we know what you do in your room. We can hear it." And I was like,
Wait, really?
she said that at dinner like ages ago, and
You know
it
what
fucking freaked me out.
gave me away?
What?
My socks.
Were you a sock splooger?
Yeah.
Did you have one specific sock, or was it just like firing your load, like filling up a cupcake tin with batter?
If I just needed a sock, dude.
I was never a sock splooger. I was more of a just go to the corner of my carpeted bedroom and soak the carpet. I'm just kidding.
Just the
I didn't,
one
not
corner.
really. Oh,
Hey!
look at that. Must be the money. Ooh, is that a new? Ooh, it's a gun stock. Matilda. Classic movie.
What does it do? Wait, a custom part allows the gun. Ooh.
To fire 3 rounds. You want to put that on the pistol?
Holy shit.
It looks so stupid, though.
Yeah, buddy.
It's like a mini shotgun.
This is how people who just got a gun license pull up.
Yo, what's up, man? Yo, put that shit away. What? It's just a little piece of plastic. Why do I feel like if you and I owned a gun, one of us would get shot with it? Like, I feel like it's inevitable.
Chekhov's gun, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Who's going first? Who's getting shot first by accident?
Me.
Why you? You think I would do it? You think I would be the shooter?
You burned me with a lighter the first time we met, just testing it out. So, yes.
I don't think that was the first time we met, but I did burn you with a lighter, testing it out. Ryan and I were in a store in Hollywood, and he doesn't really know me that well.
I don't.
We're just becoming friends, but I had like one of those torch lighters in my hand where you click it. It's like shaped like a gun, and it's like psh, and sprays out like a blue jet flame. And I kind of I had it near Ryan's arm, and you know when you're a little kid and you're about to like do something bad, and you're like,
You're about to be a bad boy.
I'm like, I'm just gonna do it and see what happens. And one of those waves came over me,
Why
and I
would
was
you
like,
do that with someone you didn't even know? That's the thing.
because I was a fool back then, Ryan. I've
Not
grown.
a fool now?
Not as much, maybe in different aspects. But I torched Ryan's arm with a lighter, and he pulled his arm away like, what the fuck? And when it just smelled like burnt hair.
I think I was rightfully pissed.
You were actually pretty pissed off, and I wanted you to be quiet so that the guy in the store wouldn't be like, what are you doing?
But I wasn't gonna be quiet.
I could not silence.
I was gonna
V.
let you
McGee.
know.
Yeah, he let me know he was pissed. So I'm sorry. You had like no hair on that spot of your arm for like 3 months.
Thanks, Matt. You're,
Is
you're
it
a
all
real
cool?
champ.
Is it
Yeah,
all
it's all
cool?
cool. I forgive you 100%.
Forgive and forget. So forget about it.
Not sure that's how that works, but
Pretty sure that's exactly the meaning of that. Forgive and forget.
okay. So,
Ooh. Dude, not cool.
the boy doesn't react. Isn't that epic?
What if I did that to you, but it was like a joke? It was like, ha, I got you, Ryan. It's like, dude, I'm gonna have a scar for the rest of my life there
Wouldn't
now.
surprise me. You did put a lighter to my arm the first time we met.
Was not the
so-
first time we met. It was like the first week of knowing each other.
I
Yes.
wouldn't say you and I knew each other that well.
Yes, I burned your arm with a torch lighter, a butane torch lighter. I'm
You did
sorry.
describe me as being standoffish at first.
That was how I was trying to break through your
That's just
shell.
how I am. That was not that built the shell even.
Ryan, you
stronger.
were very standoffish to me, so I thought I'm gonna break through
just
that
gonna
hard
fuck with him.
exterior by burning his arm.
He doesn't like me. Who doesn't like me?
So I-
Fuck him. Yep.
Got you in the arm.
Like, I'll show you for not liking me from the get-go.
Man, you really overreacted in that smoke shop when I burnt your arm. You really made a big scene, like a little pussy.
Yeah,
like you should have just like laughed it off.
I embarrassed you.
Yeah, you really did. You embarrassed me for burning you.